Hey, welcome. Nike ProSkills San Antonio. Coach Devin Brown here. We have with us a young man that's playing at Presentation College. He was in our class of 21, LJ Brown. I know LJ Brown pretty well. This is my son. He was one of our guys. We ended up signing 11. You're going to meet all of them. We're going to talk to LJ today. LJ, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, great for you to be here. LJ, talk about your experience the last summer with Nike ProSkills. How did it go for you?
My experience with Nike ProSkills was it was an enjoyable one for sure. I wasn't used to traveling as often as I did, traveling to different cities, different states. Seeing the competition level was definitely above par, and just being around a great group of people, great coaching staff, great athletes that are willing to work, willing to learn, willing to be coached, and it was just all around awesome.
Talk about, you said, practice and traveling and things like that. That's what we're real big on, is putting under the radar kids like yourself. You were at the time on that stage and against that type of competition. Let's talk about how was practice and some of the better players that you had from around the city. Talk about how was practice. Was it an intense practice? Was it a laid back practice? Talk about practice.
Going to practice, well, it got to a point where, like you said, I was underrated. So my phone was basically dead most of the summer. No phone calls. So going to practice, it got to be a drag in the middle of the summer. Towards the end of the summer, it's you get the thoughts like, what am I going to practice for? Do I really need to go to practice? We already got 7 kids signed. They're not coming to practice. Why do I have to come to practice? But this man right here, Coach Devin Brown, he's the reason why I came to practice. Not because he's my dad, because I knew he was going to get me better, and I knew that being around him, I was going to excel and get better as a basketball player, physically and mentally. Being around him is in the gym. He's a different person from who he is now. Being in the gym, it's time to get stuff done. It's time to get something done. It's time to get better. So practices, they were, intense. They were fun practices. It was fun being in the gym. But the second someone slipped up, that's when you saw the side of Coach Devin I'm talking about. So practices, they were fun to be in, a great environment, intense, just all around competitive.
Good, very good. So LJ, one of our guards, starting. He's at Presentation College in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Tell us about Aberdeen. A lot of people that are going to see this podcast are not familiar with South Dakota at all. I know they got bears and stuff up there, but tell us about Aberdeen. How is Aberdeen? Is it cold? Is it hot?
It's on the colder side. Very beautiful though. The skies are even bluer than they are here in Texas. The wind hits you a lot harder. The wind has that piercing coldness to it. Snow is irregular over there. But I know for me personally, I love snow. So, it's like being at home, but with snow.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it goes back to your time. You were 5 years old. I was playing with the Cavs, and it was funny because there's a lot of times that, your mom and I thought that you weren't going to have school because of snow days, but that's on a regular basis up there at Cleveland. They had school anyway. Well, tell us about the team, the Saints. Y'all are the Saints, correct?
We are.
Tell us about the team. How's everything going so far this first half of the season?
So far this season, we've had our ups and downs just like every other team. We did struggle with coming together as a group at the beginning, but, ever since we've strung a few wins together, teams looked a lot better. Chemistry-wise, in the locker room has been a lot better, and on the court, it's things are flowing. Even if we're not winning in every game, we feel like we get better every game. We feel like we come together every game, and it's a great group of people to be around. Got some D1 transfers up there, got some older classmen, a chance to be around them as much as I want, being able to get knowledge that I don't have myself. They've been at different schools, at different levels, so to be able to hear them talk and their experiences and how they handled that experience and how they've messed up in the past, and being able to learn from, what they messed up on, and being around older guys, just being able to, become a veteran before I become a veteran is a great opportunity, great experience.
Good, very good. So Saints, y'all are 9-5, correct? Getting ready for conference play.
Correct.
Good luck. That'll be a great thing to look forward to in the future. The games that are coming up. Hey, let's talk about your game day routines. This is something that I had harped on with LJ going back to when he was in high school. We want to talk about what does a game day feel like to you? What is it that you get prepared for? Tell us about some of the things that you do on a game day.
You talking about in college?
Yes, in college.
Okay. Game days, they usually start with music. Loud music in the room while I get dressed, while I brush my teeth. Just hearing that music, hearing some of my life, finding that rhythm, finding that how my body moves that day, listening to music. Usually it's going to the cafeteria, getting something to eat. They got a great staff over there that prepares food for us on game day. So after we would go to the gym and get some salsa, some shoot around. So after I listened to music, I would go to the gym with my team, and we would get shots up, get our body moving, get ourselves ready for the game that day. After that, we would go to the cafeteria, get our pregame meal that was prepared for us. After our pregame meal, we'd go back to the dorm room, take a shower. If it's a road game, you take a shower. That way you don't get on the bus, musty and all that.
Right, that's a big deal. Mm-hmm.
After you shower, you go to the bus, you load on the bus, headphones on from the minute I step out of the shower,
Okay.
Don't want to hear unnecessary noise, unnecessary conversations. Just block out all that. Still finding the rhythm, in that same rhythm that I woke up with. Be on the bus, maybe take a nap if I feel like it. On the bus, listening to music. When the bus stops and we're at our destination, I like to hop out of the bus and kind of look around, like in an aggressive, mindset, an aggressive state, like, all right, whoever's here is gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
After I step out the bus like that, I go to the locker room, headphones still on while I get my jersey on, put my undershorts on, my shorts, get dressed. After I put my uniform on, I like to put tape on my wrist, get tape on my wrist after my uniform. And usually if we're playing either a conference game or a close to home game, it'll be either a women's game or another game going on before our game. So during halftime of that game, I like to go get some shots up at halftime. By the end of the game before us, it's time to go. I'm ready to be on the floor, ready to play.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, there's a couple of things in there that I picked up on. So when you're in high school, you have your parents that are going to be there, mm-hmm. right? Before the game, after the game. And I tell all of my players with Nike ProSkills, usually it's going to be 12 different conversations on the way home. In college, way up there in South Dakota, you don't have your parents. What is your mindset when you have a good game and you have a bad game? What is your mindset? What do you go to? What are you thinking?
After a good game, of course, it's easier to live with yourself. After a good game and you're on the bus with your teammates, but usually I'm kind of in my own mode thinking about how the game went. After a good game, thinking about the future, thinking
Mm-hmm.
about how that game could excel your future. The attention can come with that game. What I'm gonna say in a post-game interview, if one came after a bad game, that's where things get a little bit more complicated. The thoughts, the self-doubt, the confidence level drops a little bit, and you just have to deal with it yourself. Being the type of person that has strong mental thoughts and thoughts that come to mind, having to deal with, all those thoughts. I know for me personally, I have to deal with, how would I put it? So I would say, since I have high expectations for myself, if I don't exceed to those expectations, now those high expectations turn to like the opposite of high expectations. So, I expected to have 15 a game. I had 3. Well, now I'm thinking about, is my spot still safe? Is my, what I got to do to, make sure I'm still, where I need to be. So after a tough loss, just try not to beat myself up too much. But, after I'm done thinking about what I could have done better, it's time to focus on what comes next. When's the next time I can get in the gym? When's the next time I can play one-on-one, get that confidence back? And, yeah.
Good. All right, so here's where we're going to go with this now. LJ, we wish you the best of the luck the rest of the season. All right, continue to do what it is that you're doing. We thank you for taking the chance on Nike ProSkills. I thank you personally for introducing me to Nike ProSkills.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to having some more players in the future. Thank you, LJ. Thanks for coming on the show.
Absolutely, I appreciate you having me. Thank you for having me. And,
all right.
If you're gonna thank me for introducing you to ProSkills, I gotta thank Richard Ricketts. I appreciate you inviting me to ProSkills. Coach Rich, shout out to y'all, man.
Duck Pond Film Sports is finally open and we offering class, y'all. Intro to video, where we teach color, because color matters. Intro to video, color grading basics. Journalism, color grading techniques. Filming, everything. A slew and array of things. What should you buy? What type of cameras? Video camera choice. As well as, of course, the red cameras, the big boys. We'll teach you how to use equipment. We'll teach you how to use in-depth, in-motion color grading in Adobe Premiere Pro. We'll teach you Adobe Premiere Photoshop. We'll teach you anything Adobe in the suite, from color grading, from wavelengths, to color scales, templates, imports, presets, LUTs, podcasts. We're going to go through everything that'll get you prepared for any type of videography, scenography, or journalism course. And of course, we have fun here at Duck Pond Film Sports.
Welcome back, Nike ProSkills San Antonio podcast. Coach Devin Brown. We have a special guest with us, Jonas Carlisle, South San alumni, West Texas A&M guard. Jonas, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you. Glad we were able to do this. Let's talk, Jonas. Let's talk about the end of your senior year. I'm talking after Clark, after the last loss, to prepare to get ready to go to West Texas A&M. Let's talk about that a little bit. Go ahead, Jonas.
Well, it was rough on that Clark game because I could have hit that shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think about it every day, like how I could have hit that shot, what I could have done better and stuff. And I just prepared myself every time I step on the floor. I just compete, and yeah.
Yeah, that's a heck of a job. I was at that game, and at the time, we had no idea. Our director, said, who does he play with? We found out who you were playing with, things like that, and we were gonna go after you. And you walk in the door as a gift, right? It's Christmas time right now. You walk in as a gift. We were glad to have you, here with ProSkills. That was excellent. Yeah, the Clark game. That was a tough game because you had a lot of opportunities to win that game, and that's great that fuels you every day that you step on the court. All right, hey, I'll tell you what. Let's talk about ProSkills, Nike ProSkills. You came to us. You were a gift. I remember you walking in the gym. I told one of our coaches, I said, we just went up a notch as far as our program. Talk about your experience with ProSkills.
When I heard about tryouts, I think it's gonna be a good opportunity for me because I heard that Devin Brown was coaching and he played in the league before, and I think I could use that experience from him, and it can help me so I could get up there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Coach Carroll. Coach Carroll was my coach. Coach Carroll was Jonas's coach over there at South San. I'm going to tell you what, let's talk about some of the similarities between, obviously, you know, with my experience, Coach Carroll, he's getting up there in age, man. He's getting up there, still stomping around in those wing tips he wears. But Coach Carroll is a great guy. A lot of the stuff that Coach Carroll would do with you guys in practice, a lot of the stuff that we do in practice, did it prepare you for West Texas A&M?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, definitely it did.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's one of the things that I loved about Coach Carroll. Coach Carroll would coach us as if we were a strong 6A team. Sending everything to the baseline. Like I had a 7-footer behind me that was going to block shots. There's a lot of times I would look in practice and I'm going, who's rotating over? But anyway, Coach Carroll did a great job with you, Jonas. Jonas, talk about your experience. West Texas, y'all are 13-1 right now.
Yes, sir.
All right, doing good. You're getting some spot minutes, which is great your freshman year. It's the same thing I tell LJ, my son. Hey, listen, they could have redshirted you. Mm-hmm. You cannot play at all. Talk about your experiences, your first couple days in practice. What was going through your mind?
I'm the underdog, so I gotta prepare myself against these upperclassmen, and I just gotta keep fighting every day in practice, every game, go out, give it all you got, and yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's one of the things about Jonas when he first came here with ProSkills, was the way he carried himself on the court. It was big. He provided leadership, you know, with our guys. He knew when to settle them down. They knew when to get him the ball. We played everything through Jonas. Jonas did a great job with us. Jonas, let's talk about, so what position are you playing?
I'm playing point guard, shooting guard.
Point guard. Hey, ever since I saw you at South San, I knew one day they were going to have you at the point because of the way you control the game.
Yes, sir.
And that's a benefit to you to be at that level with that team working you as a point, because really you can play 1 through 4. Let's be honest. I know that, you know that. So have you gotten to the point where, I know you're out there competing every day. I know that. Has it been frustrating at all? It's a jersey that the guys that are playing in front of you are wearing, right? Mm-hmm. It's a jersey. They don't do anything different. Yes, you don't see anybody changing into Superman or Batman or anything like that, right? So my point is this. You know, going into the summer, after the season is over, you already know everything's going to be laid out in front of you going into your sophomore year. Sure. You going to be ready to take the handle on that?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Hey, I'll tell you what. Now, let's, how's the family doing?
Family's doing great.
Good. They come up there and see you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dad.
Holidays, yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
I know they're very proud of you. I'll tell you what, Jonas, you're doing a heck of a job. I wish you nothing but success. All right, and I mean that. You coming to our program, being a part of ProSkills was great. You were able to go to, a heck of a school, heck of a program that you're playing for. We wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Bell.
Welcome back. We're here live. We got a couple special guests. We're going to talk about Nike ProSkills San Antonio a little bit. We have LJ Brown to my left, Jonas Carlisle to my right. Guys, I want y'all to go one at a time. Jonas, we'll start with you. Hey, we have a class of 22. All right, we got about 7 or 8 guys, unsigned seniors. They're going to be in the same situation you guys were. Talk about some of the things they need to prepare for the summer.
You need to just keep working and gotta get rid of distractions. You can't you just gotta stay focused. Give it all you got. Work hard, and yeah.
LJ, you want to elaborate?
Going into the summer, you're gonna have the big names, the recruiting ones, and those are the main guys. And so, you not getting recruited, that means you're the hunter. Go after whoever it is that you need to go after. But you should have a big target on someone's back each and every game. Just go after somebody.
Some of the things that I like to do as a coach to prepare these guys is I don't treat them as high school players. I treat them as college players, and then we take it a step forward and we treat them as NBA players. The way I run my team, the 17U team, is it's going to be a pro environment. Every day you're going to come and compete. We had 19 guys coming in there. We were competing every day in practice, getting these guys ready, for that next level. All right, guys, let's talk about your game routines. We'll start here, Jonas. Let's talk about what is it like to be Jonas Carlisle and it's a game day and we're playing Oklahoma Christian.
I just put those AirPods in, block everything out, put that music on, just tune everyone out, and just stay focused, get ready for that game.
All right, LJ. Let's see here. We're getting ready for North Dakota State. What's LJ's game day?
Wake up, pray, stretch, and get some music in and get a model for the day.
A model. Where were you? A model?
A motto.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, we thought we were going to have to cut some of that. Got you. Okay, got you. All right. Whoa. Hey, it's a basketball podcast. All right. Hey, so now let's do this. Jonas, I've seen you play. I know that you can do. You ready to take your game to the next level?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
LJ?
Absolutely.
Look, let me tell you something. These two bona fide A superstars with ProSkills. All right. We knew that we had some tough games, but these guys were well prepared for that. Going into Duncanville, going into Vegas, all the different places that we went, they were ready to go. Both of them under the radar guys. Okay. And they stepped up. They did what they needed to do. Jonas, next question. You said the family was doing good?
Yes, sir.
Has Dad been coming up there to all the games?
Yes, sir.
Good. He's a great man. You still taking care of the basketball, right? One of the funniest things that I tell about you, Jonas, is seeing your dad having to chase down people to get your basketball. That's one of the funniest things I ever saw last summer. But yeah, your dad's a great dad. Mom's great. Mom organized this. I went through her, and she organized this to get you here. We thank you a ton for that. All right. So Jonas, let's talk about West Texas A&M. How the school part of it. Is it a good school?
So it's a great school. The community's great. The teachers, the coaches, everyone's very polite and nice. Yeah. Nice.
What about the weather? Y'all deal with anything out there?
Cold up there. Really cold.
Really cold?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think LJ may have something to say about the coldness too he's dealing with. LJ, talk about Presentation College as a school.
I have a great respect for Presentation College as a school. Being a small school with limited amount of students, I feel the faculty and staff, they take they take pride in graduating all their students. So they take the time to get you to where you need to be, the resources that you need. You know, whether you need textbooks or this, they take pride in graduating their students.
And Jonas has touched on the weather. Let Jonas know what you're dealing with up there.
Dealing with a whole bunch of snow, negative degrees in the negative, highs of 0, highs of 13. But you know, as long as you prepare for it, you'll be all right.
That's right. That's right. All right. Now, Jonas, we're gonna end the podcast like this again. The two of you, thank you for coming on, and we're gonna do it like this. Is there any advice that you have for our ProSkills athletes, class of 22, 23, 24, 25? We got a lot of good players, great players coming in. They want to be sitting here with Coach Brown. How do they do that? What advice do you have for them?
I just think that you should just keep working hard. Just stay focused. Never give up. Always keep pushing.
That's right. That's right. Always, realize, set yourself to have a goal and you can achieve it. LJ, you want to elaborate on that?
What I would tell to you is outwork somebody every day. Outwork somebody. And I know it sounds cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. That's
right. That's right. Guys, I want to thank both of you. LJ, thank you, sir. Jonas, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're going to turn it back over, to you guys. Nike ProSkills episode 2. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you.